Hey there, Coastin With Quayz fans. Official Coastin With Quayz merch is available now through Redbubble. Click the link in the description to get your merch today. Every purchase helps to support the channel, which means more coaster content. And now, on with the video. Hi everyone, welcome to another coaster ranking by Coastin With Quayz. I am Mark, aka Quayz, and today I will be ranking my top 6 most anticipated coasters of 2025. This list is going to focus on coasters that will be brand new for the 2025 season, or kind of brand new. More on that later in the video. During the 2024 season, I was able to get a bunch of new coaster credits. Even though this is true, Iron Menace at Dorney Park was the only coaster that I was able to ride that was brand new for 2024. In contrast, during the 2025 season, many new coasters will debut, presenting many opportunities to get on coasters of various types, some new models altogether and some tried and true. I'm only going to focus on coasters that I am planning to ride during the 2025 season. I may not get on every coaster on the list, but I'm hoping to because there are some great rides here. Starting at number 6 is Rapterra at King's Dominion. I was never able to ride Volcano at King's Dominion, but Rapterra looks to be a suitable replacement. Both wing coasters that I have ridden, Gatekeeper at Cedar Point and Wild Eagle at Dollywood, feature traditional lift hills. A launching wing coaster seems like a great fit for King's Dominion, and since Volcano was also a launching coaster, it makes sense that its replacement is too. The huge turn after the launch seems like a great moment, and this ride looks like it's going to be paced really well. My biggest question is, will Rapterra be intense enough? Wing coasters tend to lack intensity, but I am hoping that the launch and the pacing keep the momentum going throughout the ride. Either way, I definitely see this as a top 3 coaster at King's Dominion, and it is going to look gorgeous in the Jungle Expedition portion of the park. At the number 5 spot is the Flash Vertical Velocity at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. I actually think that Rapterra looks to be a better coaster than Flash, but with Flash being a newer concept, it is ranking higher simply because I'm excited to experience Vekoma's Super Boomerang for the first time. Originally, this coaster was supposed to open in 2024, but was pushed back until 2025. With both King Ka and Green Lantern being demolished, this park needs a new coaster, and this Vekoma Super Boomerang looks great. Generally, I'm not a huge Boomerang fan. They're typically all the same, and many of them have seen better days. Flash looks great though. It has multiple launches, 2 vertical spikes, and some great inversions. My biggest concern with this ride is capacity. Crowds at Great Adventure can get huge, and with this ride only being able to run 1 train, that has me a little nervous. This ride looks fun, but I don't want to wait 2 to 3 hours to get a ride on it. I really think Great Adventure should have installed a turntable to allow for 2 cars, but hopefully ride operators will be able to quickly load and unload passengers to get max capacity. In the next spot at number 4 is Wrath of Rakshasa at Six Flags Great America. This new B&M dive coaster looks top notch. One of my favorite things about Iron Menace from 2024 is that it is non-stop and goes right from one element to the next. Similarly, Wrath of Rakshasa does exactly this. Right after ascending the huge 180-foot lift, the train drops beyond straight down at 96 degrees. Next, it speeds through 5 inversions and a couple of turns. The final 2 inversions, which some have referred to as a demonic knot, looks fun and unique. This ride looks like an improvement over Iron Menace by featuring a larger drop, 1 more inversion, and some extra twists and turns at the end. My biggest complaint for Iron Menace is just that it is a bit short, so I am glad that this ride is longer. I'm not sure if I will make it to Great America in 2025, but if I can, this will be a must-ride coaster. Coming in at number 3 is Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Wait a second, wasn't this supposed to be a new coaster in 2024? Well, yes, it was supposed to open in 2024, but did it really? Technically, yes, but there is more to the story than that. If you are unaware, Top Thrill 2 is the reinvention of Cedar Point's Top Thrill Dragster. It added a 420-foot vertical spike and multiple launches to Top Thrill Dragster, replacing the single hydraulic launch with 3 LSM launches. The ride opened for 1 week in 2024, with it then closing indefinitely due to issues with the coaster's trains. Originally, Top Thrill Dragster was manufactured by Intamin, with Top Thrill 2 design and construction was handled by Zamperla. Intamin is known for its intense coasters around the world. Zamperla is more known for its flat rides and family coasters. If Zamperla is not able to correct its issues with Top Thrill 2, that could be a huge problem for Zamperla in the future. Cedar Point took a huge risk by having Zamperla take on this project. The ride looks awesome, and it seems that everyone that was fortunate enough to ride it during its 1 week of operation absolutely loved it. The backwards vertical spike looks amazing. I love the backwards spike on Intamin's Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, so the fact that Top Thrill 2 spike is over twice as tall and launches you way faster, I can only imagine that the experience of blasting to the top is nothing short of amazing. Let's hope the kinks get worked out and it's operational in 2025. Moving into the top 2, we have Alpenfury at Canada's Wonderland. This park is in dire need of a quality launching coaster, and Alpenfury looks like it will fill that void in the park's coaster roster. This thing is going to be relentless. The launch through the mountain looks like it will be exhilarating, especially as it blasts you through the top of the mountain into a huge double inversion. From there, this ride is nothing but twists and inversions. At the halfway point, the inversion resembling Fury 325's treble clef element looks to be unique and dynamic. I'm sure that this will be a standout moment of the ride. I could see this coaster easily landing in the top 3 for this park. They have a huge coaster lineup, but most of the coasters are old, clunky rides. If this is a success, I could see this model by Premier Rides start to pop up in other parks around the Six Flags chain. There's a part of me that wonders if a similar ride will replace King to Ka Great Adventure, since it was already announced by Six Flags that Great Adventure will be receiving a record-breaking launching coaster to replace King to Ka in 2026. Fingers crossed that Alpenfury is as good as it looks. Rounding out my list of 2025's most anticipated coasters is none other than Siren's Curse at Cedar Point. Let's get a couple of quick things out of the way. This coaster was not specifically designed for Cedar Point. Its track was already being stored at Six Flags Mexico last year, but because of permit issues, the ride could not go in that park. With Top Thrill 2 being closed and delayed, and Six Flags Mexico not being able to install the coaster, Six Flags needed to put this coaster somewhere else, and so Siren's Curse is going to Cedar Point. Some enthusiasts are a little bummed that this Vekoma tilt coaster is not a custom layout for Cedar Point, but it does not bother me one bit. The ride fits perfectly into the plot of land at Cedar Point, which is not huge. The way that the tilting drop faces the midway is perfect for non-riders. I cannot wait to get footage of this ride from the midway. As far as the ride itself is concerned, it looks great. It only has a couple of inversions, but it is full of twists, turns, tight maneuvers, and has the first below ground tunnel at the park. Cedar Point already has an unmatchable coaster lineup, and this ride just adds to it. As of now, there are no tilt coasters in operation in North America. Knowing that, this ride has the potential to be the first of its kind in North America. I hope it is successful because I would love to see more of these around the US. And that is my list of my most anticipated new for 2025 coasters. There are a bunch of coasters that did not make the list, so let me know in the comments which rides you are most looking forward to. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe to stay up to date with everything here at Coastin With Quayz. There's plenty more to come for Coastin With Quayz in 2025, but until next time, keep on coasting.